Yo, yo, yo. Let's get on Roblox. Yeah. Okay. He's in a pub, but I already know it, so.
Los tralaleritos. Los tralaleritos.
Alright. I'm on my server. Let me get this to me right here.
Nubini Pizzanini.
Right. Etçülü nasıl? Flippy flop, floppy flop. Yo, what up?
Giraffa Celeste.
Because he was doing a YouTube video, so he's like, let me risk my life. He went there. He like actually. No, you know like the island with the temples that everyone knows. Yeah. What? He went that one. Right. So he goes and he finds an. Joe, did you see the news? No, what happened? The Ravens just backed out of their trade for Max
Giraffa
Crosby.
Celeste.
What? No way. I'm dead serious. Look. No way. I just want to say thank you, Lord. How could I ask for more than what you've done?
Hey, chat. Yeah.
Mia, she said slowly. Do you know this author? She has your last name. I kept my face calm. That's my pen name, sweetheart. Her jaw dropped. Wait, the R.K. Bennett? The R.K. Bennett?
Yes.
Oh my god, Bennett?
Chat, I'm gonna send user. User will be pinned also.
Melissa talks about you all the time. She says you're the biggest children's author right now. I had to press my lips together to stop myself from laughing. Does she? She bought all your books last month. She keeps them on the coffee table and tells everyone she's obsessed with you. I turned away so she wouldn't see my smile. She even printed your book tour picture and put it on the fridge. Vanessa, the woman who mocked my crayons. Now she had my photo on her refrigerator. Lily, I said gently, kneeling
O din 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 dun.
in front of her. I need to ask you something important. You can't tell anyone that I'm R.K. Bennett. Why? Because sometimes adults are complicated, and I need this to stay special. Just between us. She thought about it for a moment, then she held out her pinky. Pinky, promise. I wrapped mine around hers. Pinky, promise. We spent the rest of the afternoon drawing. She had real talent, confident lines, good instinct with color. At 5 p.m., Ethan came to pick her up. This time he rang the doorbell instead of honking. When I opened the door, he looked at me a little longer than usual. You look different. I'm doing well. Lily hugged me tightly. Can I come back next weekend? Of course. Ethan cleared his throat. Thanks for helping. I nodded. He still had no idea. That night, standing by my window overlooking the city lights, I made a decision. In 2 weeks, there would be a major literary gala downtown. Felt strangely calm. Ethan asked me about Lily 3 more times. Each time I said yes. Vanessa was always busy. Lunches, appointments, social plans. She had stepped into my old life like it was a costume she'd been waiting to wear. Lily and I started building a routine. She would arrive Saturday morning, still half asleep, and we'd make breakfast.
Yo, chat.
Spend hours in my home studio. I showed her how to layer colors, how to sketch lightly before committing to darker lines, how to think about where light comes from. She absorbed everything. Why do you know so much about drawing? She asked one afternoon. Because children's books need illustrations, I said. I work closely with artists. I have to understand their language. That's smart. Thank you. On Wednesday before the gala, my agent called. I have news. Good or life-changing? She laughed softly. Both. The streaming platform confirmed. $2 million for full adaptation rights. 3 seasons guaranteed. I sat down slowly on the edge of my couch. 2 million? 2 million. For a second, I couldn't speak. 6 years of quiet work, late nights, doubt. Ethan walking me while I sketched, barely noticing, and now this. When I hung up, I just stared at the skyline outside my window. He had divorced me because he thought I lacked ambition. Meanwhile, I had built a future he couldn't even imagine. Friday, Lily arrived quieter than usual. What's wrong? I asked while flipping pancakes. Dad and Vanessa were fighting last night. About what? Money. Interesting. Ethan always acted financially confident, stable, in control. How do you feel about that? I asked gently. She shrugged. I just want him to stop yelling. I pulled her into a hug. Grown-ups don't always handle stress well, but it's not your fault, ever. That afternoon, while she colored at the table, I checked social media. The gala promotion was everywhere. R.K. Bennett, first major public appearance in 3 years. Fans were excited, speculating, posting theories about why I had stayed private for so long.
I'm doing Noob to grow. Well, no, Noob to ketur better.
Vanessa, smiling in my old kitchen, my old house in the background. She had posted a photo of my book stacked neatly on the coffee table. Caption, obsessed.
Giraffa
Saved
celeste.
it. Monday, my agent sent the event schedule. Red carpet at 7:30. Panel at 8.
If y'all want to help out.
Tuesday afternoon, Ethan called. I need a favor. What is it? Vanessa got tickets to that author gala Thursday night. Can you take Lily? The universe had a sense of humor. Of course, I said calmly. Thanks. I owe you. No, I thought. You really don't understand how much. Wednesday, I went to a high-end salon. Cut, color, professional styling. I spent $12,800 without blinking. I bought a black silk gown that fit like
If you guys want to trade, my user should be pinned. Here. Here's my user also.
but because she finally looked visible. Thursday evening, Lily stayed overnight with me. And if you don't want to wait for part 2, you can watch the full story on my YouTube channel. Just
There's my user.
more and click the YouTube link here on my profile. Or search for the channel Cooper Reddit on YouTube. I was making... My mother-in-law and I were traveling together. We just checked into the Solen Hotel in Rivera City and decided to hit the pool. Then this woman, dressed like money and attitude, pinched her nose like we stank. This is a luxury hotel.
Here, I'll show my user again. Hang on. I'm just checking if
Buzzkill, I snapped. It's a hotel pool.
the trades are on. Yep.
Her face twisted. Excuse me? Do you even know who I am? My husband owns this place. We always stay in the top suite. So get out. You reek of broke. You're contaminating the water. Georgina and I traded a look. Ice cold. This was her son's hotel. My husband's. Since when did he come with a second wife? Georgina and I were supposed to stay low-key. No dramas. That plan him? Out the window. So much for a chill afternoon. Georgina, $500,000 in secret when my husband asked me for a divorce. He said he didn't want a wife who didn't work. Ethan placed the divorce papers on the husband running the show. My boyfriend had a group of 3 guys and 1 girl. Before introducing me to them, he gave me a very serious warning. If you dare to bother that girl, we are over immediately. I nodded obediently, but inside I was excited. Giving the spotlight to the princess of the group. That is exactly what girls like me do best. Even though you are my girlfriend, Emily holds the most important place in my heart, Derek said with a serious face. If you want to be with me, you have to respect her and protect her. After his ridiculous speech, my roommates were about to burst out laughing. I covered their mouths quickly, smiling sweetly while I sat down. Of course, your friends are my friends. Emily and I are definitely going to be best friends. Seeing me act like a submissive, my roommates were furious. You are the beauty of campus.
No. Send me a trade, not a friend request.
And you are lowering yourself for some guy in a friend group. You are going to regret this. They left furiously, but I did not care. I took Derek's arm affectionately. Let us not be. As I opened the door, I saw her sitting right in front of her. She was wearing a white dress. No, she is precious. They are James and Ryan. What are you doing standing there? In our new member of our group, she introduced me. For some reason, I could feel how closely our both of them. Ryan gave me a big smile and barely touched my hand. The other one, James, was shaking his foot across his arms and did not even try to bite into his lover. I bleated my lips as he smiled at me. Holding my hand. All right, love. What could have been less beautiful than me falling in love with Derek? What were you thinking? Derek ruffled her hair affectionately, took off his jacket, and put it on her chair. You are on your game. Go keep the watch. Emily understood immediately. She will not make Sarah jealous. Are you trying to cause drama between us? The room went silent. Derek frowned. I raised an eyebrow. Totally indifferent. Of course I am not jealous. Derek already told me that you are like every girl's sister. And now that I see you, I can understand it perfectly. You are so cute and sweet. It does not surprise me that everyone treats you like a princess. Derek and the guys mentally relaxed. Emily's expression froze. For a second before she smiled again. You are so different from the other girls. Derek's ex-girlfriends always competed with me for no reason. I wanted to be their friend, but they always hated me. She blushed slightly. To protect me from getting hurt, the guys stopped dating anyone. She paused, looking at Derek with a touch of reproach. I cannot believe you fell in love with Sarah. She must have serious skills. I just smiled, pretending not to notice her subtle stab. Soon food arrived. I felt that Emily was about to do something. I stayed calm, ready for our first real confrontation. I hoped she was good
Piccione
enough. I
macchina.
did not want to be disappointed. Suddenly, Emily screamed when a bit of warm soup spilled on her. She clutched her dress, her face twisted in pain. I was about to see if she was okay when Derek pushed me to the floor. James was furious. I knew it. All girls are the same. You acted understanding before, and now you show your true face. Ryan adjusted his glasses coldly. We promised to protect Emily forever. Nobody can hurt her. It is the first time you see her, and your girlfriend already hurt her out of jealousy. Derek, you owe us an explanation. Derek's face darkened. Sarah, apologize to Emily now. Emily huddled in the guy's arms, giving me a smug little smile. Most girls would have left after being treated like this by their boyfriend and his friends. But I am not like most girls. Tears filled my eyes instantly, barely contained. My voice trembled as I spoke. I am so sorry, Emily. I did not see you when you were trying to serve me the soup. I lowered my head, looking as vulnerable as possible. I really love Derek, and I really want to be your friend. You are so kind. I know you are going to forgive me, right? Emily's expression froze along with her body. She forced a stiff smile. Of course. Do not blame Sarah, guys. It was not her intention. I threw myself into Derek's arms with tears rolling down my face while I looked at him with pain. For the first time, Derek looked guilty. He hugged me. He was about to say something when Emily interrupted. Let us finish eating and go swimming. Derek, did you not say you would teach me? I even bought a new bathing suit. As soon as Emily spoke, nobody cared if I had finished eating. The guys dropped their chopsticks. Let us go. The 3 of them surrounded Emily as if she were royalty, leaving me behind alone. Derek glanced at me, but Emily immediately approached him, pretending to ask him about swimming techniques. James complained. I swim better than Derek. Let me teach you. Emily smiled sweetly. One at a time. You can go later. We arrived at the pool. Emily put on a modest floral bathing suit and clung to Derek's arm without limits. As soon as her foot touched the water, she squealed and jumped into his arms. I came out with my bathing suit and saw exactly that. Derek, I do not know how to swim either. Can you teach me? Derek and the guys turned around with their eyes wide open in surprise. For a successful girl like me, appearance is essential. Other guys in the pool kept looking at me. Derek's face darkened, and in her whole life didn't even flinch. And Hootie instinctively let go of Emily and started walking toward me. But Emily grabbed his hand, smiling at me. Sorry, Sarah. Derek is mine today. Derek hesitated, rubbed his nose. I promised Emily first. Just wait a bit. They got into the water together. Emily kept splashing and sticking to Derek. I was watching them when a stranger approached. Hey, beautiful. Do you want me to teach you to swim? Derek's face darkened. She is my girlfriend. Go away. The guy looked at Derek, then at Emily, stuck to him, and mocked. You want everything for yourself, huh? You have a girlfriend,
Yo, what up,
but you
chat?
cannot keep your hands still. Derek exploded. What are you talking about? I only see Emily as a sister. A sister you are too stuck to. I almost laughed out loud, worried that things would escalate quickly. I told the stranger, "Thanks, but I am fine alone." The guy left reluctantly, but not before giving me his number. "Beautiful, if you ever break up with him, call me." Once he left, Derek yelled at me, "Those guys just want to take advantage of you. Can you be more careful?" I lowered my gaze nervously, "But I am bored here alone. Since you are teaching Emily, can James or Ryan teach me? They are such good friends. They would not take advantage of me, right?" James was sitting nearby and blurted out, "Who wants to take advantage of you? Do you think you are a goddess or what?" I smiled innocently. "Great, so it is settled. You guys teach me." Reluctantly, they helped me get into the water. From nearby, Emily's annoyed voice sounded, "Derek, concentrate." I looked and caught Derek's gaze. Since I got into the water, he had been distracted, constantly looking toward me. Emily was clearly getting irritated. I blinked, and suddenly my leg cramped. I fell into James's arms. James froze. "My leg hurts so much. Can you massage it? I forgot to stretch before getting in." I whispered in James's ear while looking at Ryan with a sad little face. Ryan hesitated, then dove in to massage my calf. "James!" Emily's shrill voice suddenly sounded. James got startled and pushed me away toward Emily. The abrupt movement made me sink under the water, and I swallowed water. Fear of drowning made me instinctively cling to Ryan, pressing my lips against his to get air. Ryan's eyes opened wide. Once my leg felt better, I went to the edge. Ryan looked the other way, unable to look me in the eyes. As soon as I got out, Emily approached me furiously. "Sarah, you are Derek's girlfriend. How can you be so intimate with James? Hugs and kisses in front of everyone. Where is Derek's dignity?" I looked hurt, about to explain when Ryan and James spoke at the same time.
To continue, tap the arrow in the bottom,
My parents were handing out Disney
the right corner, and copy the link.
My parents were handing out Disney tickets to all the grandkids, one by one, with that cheerful family party kind of vibe. When it was my son's turn, my dad looked down at the stack in his hand and said, "I think we miscounted." Instead of fixing it, they just laughed and gave the 2 leftover tickets to a couple of random kids wearing Mickey tiaras. My son just stood there, watching, not really understanding what was happening. I didn't say anything. I just watched as a pair of strangers walked by and happily took the extra tickets. My son was still holding the lemonade I had bought for him, gripping it like it was the only thing he had left. My sister clapped her hands together, telling everyone to gather for a group photo. I watched as all the cousins lined up, waving their Disney tickets in the air like trophies. Mason looked up at me, confused, waiting for me to tell him what to do. I told him we didn't need a picture. After the photo, Mom came over with her same practiced warmth, asking if we were doing okay. I told her we were fine. She didn't notice my voice shaking. Or maybe she did and just decided to ignore it. When it was time to leave, Mason asked if he could still wear his Mickey shirt for bed. He said maybe Grandpa would find another ticket later. I told him maybe, but I knew better. That night, after he fell asleep, I sat on the couch scrolling through photos my sister had already posted online. Everyone smiling, hashtags about family first, and best grandparents ever. I stared at those pictures for a long time, wondering when I'd stop expecting them to treat me or my son like we were part of that story. Still, something inside me started to shift
Yo,
that night.
chat,
I didn't know
please.
it yet, but that
If
small,
you
that
guys
little ticket that should have gone
have
to James was
anything to
unlike
help
anything I
out,
thought I accepted about my family. The next morning, I woke up to my phone buzzing nonstop. My family group chat was blowing up with messages, pictures of suitcases, hotel confirmations, emojis of Mickey ears. Everyone was giddy. It was like that ticket incident had never even happened. I scrolled through the messages until I saw my mom's text. "Remember to bring sunscreen for the kids. Can't wait for our big family trip." She had tagged everyone. Everyone except me. I stared at that message for a while, my thumb hovering over the keyboard. There was this urge to say something sharp, something that would finally make them feel the sting they'd ignored last night. But then I glanced over at Mason, sitting on the floor with his cereal, trying to build a castle out of Legos. He was humming to himself, peaceful, unaware, and suddenly, starting a fight felt useless. I told myself maybe it was just an oversight. Maybe Mom had meant to tag me and forgot. She forgets things all the time. Birthdays, school recitals, every single thing that isn't about my sister's perfect kids. Later that day, I called her. She sounded cheerful, too cheerful. She talked about hotel rates, the breakfast buffet, how excited the grandkids were. When I mentioned Mason, there was a pause, tiny but heavy. Then she said, "Oh, honey, I thought you weren't coming. You didn't say anything last night." I wanted to remind her that she hadn't given us a ticket, that she'd literally handed ours to 2 random girls she didn't even know. But the words got stuck in my throat again. Instead, I just said we'd figure something out. After I hung up, I sat there on the couch for a long time, staring at the spot on the wall where Mason's kindergarten picture hung slightly crooked. The house felt too quiet, like the silence itself was waiting for me to admit something I've been avoiding for years, that this wasn't about a ticket. It never was. When I was a kid, things were always divided that way. My sister Amanda